Potential rookie extensions, question number 7. Jaden McDaniels is the name that I am far and away most interested in.
Yeah.
Because if you look at this player type throughout history, recent history, this is the player type that tends to get underpaid. Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Frankly, Jaylen Brown, I think, is like a comparable player for Jaden McDaniels.
Sure.
Was better offensively than Jaden was at this point, but Jaden is better defensively than Jaylen has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
OG Anunoby, another guy that like was quite underpaid on that deal. Jaden McDaniels is like an all defense guy in the NBA. I know he hasn't made the team yet, but he is probably the best like under 24 defender in the NBA right now, especially among perimeter defenders, right? You could maybe say Victor Wembanyama, but we don't have like the evidence of that yet in terms of the upside. But Jaden has proven it at this point. Doesn't turn 23 until September. If I'm his representation, I'm holding out for a bag, and I'm going to them and saying like, look, I'm not signing a below market deal because we've looked at all of these deals that have come across the ledger that I just pointed out, and they always end up below market for these big wings.
Yeah.
I want 4-110 or something like that, or I'm going to go to restricted free agency and find a deal.
Yeah. I think that's totally fair. I mean, you also look at the trade market too for those kind of guys, and the rumors about what a Mikal Bridges or an OG Anunoby would bring in trade is absurd. I mean, it's in some ways, it seems like teams are more desperate to get those kind of players just because they do have good deals and they're younger than Dame or James Harden, who are obviously very talented players, but people want these wings. There are teams that would pay a lot for them. So yeah, I think you could demand near max, rookie extension for him.
I kind of wonder, like, could you demand near the max for 4 years for Jaden?
You could hold out, and a team may pay it in restricted free agency, and you just because I mean that's what it takes as an RFA for you to actually feel like you have a chance to go somewhere else. It's like, hey, we're going to pay him near max, and then you just force Minnesota to match it. Yeah, I think he's in a good position.
I think he's in a really good position. Like Jaylen Brown on this recent deal, he signed a deal for 21.5% of the max when he signed his contract. 21.5% of the max of what the number is going to be next season. That number is about $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Maybe you give like a slight discount because the offense isn't quite as far along, but I think the number is like 4-110. And here's the other thing too. Tim Connolly is, in Minnesota now. Tim Connolly took care of his young guys in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this gets done, and I'm assuming the number is going to be bigger than what people think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like 4-110, if it got to 4-120, like that would not blow my mind.
And I don't
he's better than, here's the thing. He's better than Tyler Hero, who just got 4-120.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's what Minnesota needs, frankly, as well.
Yeah.
And so they're in a position where they can't really mess around here. It's not like they have another player that can really replace him in their lineup. Like they need a player that will take on the best perimeter talent and allow Anthony Edwards to do his thing. And I think it's a great duo right there, like a perimeter duo of those two. So yeah, I think they got to do it.